We're glad to have you back. You watch it Business Morning, coming to you live from Channels Television. We've been talking about the insurance sector on today's edition of the program, and our guest has been Dan Okehi. He is the CEO of Break Red Consults Limited. Thank you for still being a part of the program.
Thank you.
I'd like us to move quickly into a very interesting area that has been in the news of recent, and that has to do with the liquidation of insurance firms. Of recent, we're seeing in the dailies controversies regarding whether it's the NDIC or the Central Bank of Nigeria. So we just wanted to, as a player in that field, you know, you've been a former MD of Insurance PHP. What do you think is the right position of things should be?
Well, I don't think there should be any controversy because the insurance industry has a regulatory arm, and we have a law guiding the operation of insurance operation in Nigeria. I don't think there should be any controversy. The NDIC and the central bank has nothing to do with the insurance industry. We have the National Insurance Commission, and the National Insurance Commission is regulating the industry by an act. Although the act is yet to be reviewed, but it's still 2003, the Insurance Act of 2003. And that's the act that is guiding the operations of insurance industry. And in that act, it is so clear the processes in liquidating an insurance company. It has nothing to do with NDIC. The insurance commissioner, who is the regulator of the industry, has the ultimate power to liquidate. And the process has nothing to do with CBN. It can go to the Ministry of Finance if it gets to the extreme. Or from the Ministry of Finance, it can go to the head of state, but it has nothing to do with NDIC or Central Bank of Nigeria. Then, well, for the companies that are public quoted companies, all right, it can go through. It's still going through the go through SEC and through the National Insurance Commission back to the Ministry of Finance. But it has nothing to do with NDIC or CBN.
Okay, let's look at the capital markets. We have some insurance firms quoted on the markets.
Yes.
And day in, day out, we hear from our stockbrokers and from analysts, and the figures we're getting in terms of the performance of insurance firms are not really impressive as much as we would want them to be. What do you think the challenge is with the sector?
Well, I think it's an individual company thing. If you're in the stock market, there are companies in the insurance industry that are doing well. There are quite a number of them. But when you take it generally, the public is still saying they haven't done so well in numbers. Since the last problem with the stock market, it affected all sectors. Banking shares were low, the insurance industry low. But I think the issue here is that we need to look at the activities of the insurance industries and the activities in the economy. As I said, the activities have not been so strong favoring these companies. And after the last capitalization, I think there have been clamor for there to be a close look at the capitalization of the players to see whether it's adequate. I know a lot of my friends and a lot of my colleagues in the industry would not want me to touch that area, but I think it's critical for the industry to look at the capitalization of the insurance, operating insurance companies, and to think of what to do. The businesses that are known to be insurance business, like the pension business. Mm-hmm. You see, when you compare insurance industries in Nigeria and South Africa, or Nigeria and UK, you compare the insurance industries and the activities and how they operate. These people have pension funds. Now, I'm happy of what is happening in the pension, with the pension operation in Nigeria. There seems to be problem, and they don't know what to do.
Is it good problem?
No, it's a bad problem because that business should be thrown back to the insurance industry.
You mean the contribution?
Now, the pension operation and the pension business is supposed to be managed by the insurance industry and not to set up a unique organization from nowhere to manage a business they don't know anything about.
And I think that this takes us back to the laws guiding the establishment of these institutions.
Yeah, the PENCOM.
PENCOM and regulatory framework of NICOM, as the case may be. How should they come together, to set things right, to make it work better?
I think we should go back to a drawing board to see how the insurance industry can play their traditional role in the area of pension scheme management. Because everything about pension management, from the actuarial services to the professional insurance programs, they are all insurance-related issues. They are not for banks to manage or any other institution to manage. All over the world is the insurance business. Even in the examinations that qualify professionals in the industry, they do pension administration. They do things relating to pension and fund management. It's not right for, people, bankers, when they want to take away juicy part of businesses, they do everything to the government. Well, at that point, we blamed our industry because at that point we were sleeping and they took it away. But I think this is the right time through the law to bring pension business back to our industry.
Thank you, Dan. I think it's the right time to let you go. Thank you so much for coming on the program. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.
And that has been Dan Okehi. He is the CEO of Break Red Consult. And we've been looking at the insurance sector, the challenges facing that sector, and how can we set things right? How do we correct every wrong, so to speak, that has been done in that sector? And that has been our package on Business Morning. We do appreciate your time with us as well. We hope that you join us as we continue this broadcasts in Yanago Bias, where the investment forum is underway. I am Bolaji Akinwale.